My second studio tour. I am so excited to be showing you my studio right now because we moved into a new place and it's kind of like a 2-in-1 bedroom and studio as always, like last time. But this time we're gonna do it a little bit differently. There's not gonna be any type of vlog thingy. I took time lapse, some videos. So we're gonna get into it right away because I have a few things to say and a few things that happened while we were setting up everything and, you know, that went throughout the last 2 weeks of putting things together. So first we thought because the room was really, really small, we needed to put a Murphy bed. So we bought a Murphy bed and it kind of broke, unfortunately. So I took it out. Now I figured out what to do with the bed. So I'm just gonna show you a quick tour of before I place everything in the studio to record. First video, I'm literally just testing out if the camera as well, if we can see myself. It's just really funny, you know. You gotta test it for the video. It's important, you know. And then I'm gonna get to the studio tour. I'm just gonna put my glasses and look at the video to make sure that I am explaining you everything well. This is before I placed everything else. So you see the bed on the right side of the room. You can see some curtains, not curtains, but like some things hanging off of the closet, the window. You can see my table in the corner, my makeup on the right, and then, you know, you can see everything in the room, which is really nice. It's very nice because everything is on wheels. I can place everything else. And the chair stays there at all times because I don't want the carpet to move. And the carpet has an important step in the studio as well. And I always keep the closet open with things from IKEA to place the things. I place everything that is I would say that would block the sound. And then when I finish recording, of course, I put my lights and my camera back into there. So we don't have a lot of space, so this has to stay open, and that's how it is, you know. And I have my sound panels as well on the wall, which is really nice. I make them myself. If ever you want me to do a little, you know, tour, a little video on how I made my sound panels to make my audio sound even better. I would say even the bed that is on the floor, it really removes most of the echoing in the room. And I think it's a very important step as well in my studio. And I have this little rolly thingy that I bought from IKEA. And then I have everything at the top. So I have all my lip products, my brushes, everything on the second thing. I have all my foundation, everything for face related, setting sprays, blush, powders. And then at the bottom, I have everything for the eyes and eyeshadow palettes, my Natasha Denona palette and everything. And I just keep everything there. It is very easy. I don't have anything, no more makeup than that, and I keep it there. And also I have my chair that is important, and as I said, it stays there so the carpet doesn't move because the cat likes to be crazy sometimes and run around. A little bit of dancing before I just stick everything else, but that is what it is for when the studio is all the way into the closet. I know it doesn't really look nice. It's not really for aesthetics, except for, I would say, the sound panels. I want to make sure that they were white. I could have just bought them on Amazon, but I saw a bunch of reviews and they don't really, you know, they're not really well to block the sounds, especially in the room that has so much echo. So I decided to do my own little research and to create my own DIY panels. So if ever you want me to do a video on these DIY panels, make sure to drop it down below. I would love to show you what I did. I have some pictures, everything, but that would be an entirely different video, of course. And now it is time for me. Every day that I do a video or I record, I will do this step. So I'm going to be showing you a time lapse of everything I do in the studio. I know it's a little bit quickly. It's like 20 seconds, 27 in total because I did 2 time lapse. I'm going to show you that right now. I start by removing all the covers of the bed. I put it up on the wall and then I take the lights. I place them on the side. I have an extension cord off of it. I just place it in the middle of the carpet. My camera is literally in the middle of the carpet. It has to be in the middle and as far away as possible. Roll the thingy and everything is done for that. I place my table, which has wheels as well, and it is from IKEA. Super amazing, sitting down and super cool. And that is basically how I set up my studio every single day when I record and even when I do a live or anything. So it doesn't really take a lot of time, I would say, to put the bed up. It's super easy. Before I had the Murphy bed, it was really nice. It was taking a lot of space, to be honest. And not having a frame on my bed and just putting it on the wall is just adding like a really thick sound panel in front of me, which will block the sound even more. Even though I have some covers on top of the door that closes on the room, I have a cover on top of my, on the side there are the closet doors. It does block all of the sounds. But with the bed, I am telling you, if you want to have a 2-in-1 studio bedroom and you don't have a lot of place, having wheels on your table, having wheels on your rolly thingy for the makeup instead of having like a drawers, I think it's an incredible idea. And the bed, just flip it on the wall and you're going to see a huge difference in the sound in your room, and it's just going to be, bed frame takes a lot of place, and Murphy bed is in the garbage. As you can see, I'm going to show you right now. There's like, it's still there. We have to figure out how to throw it out. We're going to have to cut it into small pieces, but it is completely garbage. And oh my God, so much stress for nothing. I could just flip the bed on the wall, but learning lesson, don't buy a Murphy bed used ever. This is my one-time recommendation. Don't buy it used. Buy it new if you want one. Or just flip your bed like this on the wall. I'm telling you, it works either way. I also want to show you my background, how I made it. So you remember in my old studio tour, I had a black frame on, like a little black frame from Amazon that I bought with the white cotton sheet or whatever you want to call it. I don't really know how to call it. Instead of putting it on the black frame, it would take so much space, especially that the legs are like this. So I wanted to have a kind of, how do you say this? A window thing that you go down. I wanted to put this on the ceiling, and I was like, this is too much work. So what I decided to do is I just really took it up and I pinned it with nails into the wall. So this is actually on the wall. You could use your own wall as a background, but I felt like the paint was a little bit too shiny for me, and I really liked the backdrop that I had, the background, something like that. And I like the color as well, which is different than the wall. So just pin it on the wall, make sure that it's folded, that it's really wrinkled out. If ever you have a hard time with wrinkles, I really recommend you steaming it, and that's what I did after putting it up. I steamed it with a steamer, something that you would take to pass on your shirts or anything, and then you just go and it just flattens out everything. Just be far a little bit from it, and your camera, if you have a good camera, it's just gonna blur the background out. So even though there's a line in it, it's just gonna be looking amazing, And now I'm showing you my studio afterwards, what it looks like. You can see the table, you can see all of the sound panels, the makeup on the side. I can have my iPad on one side, my laptop on the other side, and I have my little phone on the side there on the left, which controls the camera, so I can start the camera and stop it, which is a really nice touch, to be honest. I like to do this because I don't want to get up every time that I recorded and I need to cut the camera off. You can still see the closet open. I mean, I recommend you, if you have a closet in your room and you're recording, just opening it up will really block the sound waves. And I have a bunch of like winter shirts in there, which are all folded like this. As you can see, it's all in together, and this adds like a wall of sound blocking effects or whatever. So open it up. Anyway, nobody will see it if you're doing a beauty channel. If you're doing something else, you might want to put something, maybe like a white cover that will hide everything. But that's just one thing that I recommend you. And so that is what it is. That is my studio when it is all open there. You can see everything. And also, if you want to have, I'm going to be doing another video about what you need to start a beauty channel. So this is just a studio tour, and I'm going to be talking about everything in another video. If you want to start one, what you need and what I really recommend you having as well to start one, because ignite your passion through artistry. That is my saying, and that's what I do. And I really hope that you enjoyed my studio tour. So this is my new studio. One day I will have a room dedicated to it, but right now this is really good, and the sound really, really good. I mean, tell me down below what you think. And if you like this video, make sure to like the video as well, and to share it with your friends if they want to see a studio and how it looks like, if you want to turn it into a bedroom and a studio, because I know it takes a lot of place. And consider subscribing to see more awesome content that I create if you like it, and consider hitting the bell as well, because I post 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, if you want to as well be notified every time that I post one. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. I really, really love you, beauties, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, beauties.